What we're talking about is another individual out there in Montana doing something that was really unthinkable to a reporter. I don't know quite how you make the leap to say, because Donald Trump is calling out reporters and saying this, that, and the other, that somehow it's okay now for politicians to body slam people. And I don't know how you get to blame this guy's behavior on Donald Trump. Dan, your thoughts?
Well, the very people who are saying that they believe in the First Amendment, that the press should be protected, are the very people who say you can't say certain things, that the press should never be criticized, that Donald Trump criticizing the press has set this all in motion. No, what has set this all in motion is generations of media attacks on the right. That doesn't mean they caused an attack here. You're allowed to criticize. This is all about one candidate, what he did, and they want to paint it as a larger issue and use it as a way to deflect every legitimate criticism of what has amounted to really shoddy journalism for years.
So it seems to be just another example of them taking anything that they can find out there to pin on Trump. I would point out, Dan, that a lot of journalists, they're just going to work every day and they're seeking the truth and they want what's right. However, Dan, a lot of journalists are also embedded in a certain ideology, and they are very much wedded to that, and it is their cause, and it's what they think is right, and they want the world in such a way. And so basically Donald Trump's election has turned the world upside down for them in their heads in terms of what they think is right for this country. And consequently, it seems that many of them have really crossed a line into journalism with a kind of cause in a way that, Dan, I don't know is historically we have seen really anything like it.
No, I think social media has really contributed to that, encouraged that result. But the media have lost their minds. And so to try to say that this one incident or any incident is being caused by President Trump or being caused by conservative criticism is nuts. What's bizarre here is this one, what amounts to a misdemeanor assault. It shouldn't have happened, should never happen. But it's still going to get more coverage than the Manchester suicide bomber or the attacks on President Trump. Remember, we've had a man charged as stage, try to attack Trump. We've had an attempted assassination. This is already getting more coverage than either one of those incidents. The American media are so thin-skinned, so narcissistic, that any criticism, any attack becomes this great metaphor for everything going on in the world.
Look, what this guy did was really bad, and there's no excuse for him, and I don't care. The reporter was just asking a question about the CBO report, and you heard Alicia's account of everything. Everything went from 0 to 60 in like no time at all. That is not right. That is not acceptable, and I think this is pretty much going to disqualify him from that race. But that said, to then try and blame this on the president, well, that's just taking things a little too far. Anyway, Dan Gainor, always good to see you. Thank you very much.